Yo, it's Jaasu, and here's how I made the beat for Body by Don Toliver. So Sycamore called me and he was just like, yo, you gotta pull up to this camp. I didn't have a real ID. I tried to get on the plane and they're like, we're not going. So I drove to where they were at. As soon as I got to the location, I had pulled up and Don was like, you good? Because I just drove all the way up there instead of flying. And I was like, yeah, no worries, bro. Like, I'm excited to be here. Then Don was like, yo, play me some shit. The first beat I had was that Wanna Rock Your Body beat. I play it. As soon as I play it, kind of see his reaction. Our homie Era was there, who was one of his engineers. And Era's like, yo, crazy. So he's like, load this up. And that one session, to be honest, it was so fast. It couldn't have been more than an hour, to be honest. Probably way less. He recorded all of it. And Era, tell you, we were both a little confused how fast it came together, because Don is elite with it, for real. His pen, just the way he thinks about music is just really exceptional. All right, so first I started with the vocals, which is from Justin Timberlake, Rock Your Body. Wanna rock your body, body. I kind of had the idea marinating in my head for a long time, and I'd already chopped up the vocal like this. From there, I kind of wanted a little bit grittier, a little bit more like grungy sound to it. So I was trying to find a better key for it. So I ended up pitching it down about 4 semitones, I think. Wanna rock your body, body. After the vocals, I added the bass, and it's kind of like a signature Moog pluck type of sound that I could kind of use on any device, VST or whatever. It's just similar oscillators, you know what I mean? It's sharp, but it still gives you like a rounded out bass sound that's great for just like large speakers in the club. So it fit perfect. It really was just 2 notes. I really felt like it was a simple pattern that needed to be had to convey the emotion. So after the first bass, I added kind of this follow-up bass that I'll usually put about 8 bars after, or 16 bars after, underneath. And that's just kind of like a classic M1 type of bass. Many famous songs with that bass sound, DJ Mustard, etc. But this is what it sounds like. What's cool about that is I kind of added some other notes around it that kind of like brought out the bass line a little bit more and gave it a little bit more rhythmic energy, and then it just kind of like weaves in and out of the song as it progresses. So the next thing I added here was just an additional synth, because I knew kind of already how I was building out the beat, so I wanted to make sure an additional synth came in when the second hook came in, and this is what it sounds like. What's cool about that synth is I actually am just noticing now that it was like not quantized. I think I was just playing everything in, even the top bass. So yeah, it just has a lot of feeling in it. I was just adding it kind of arbitrarily. I just needed an instrument that would kind of give it a little bit of lift and energy. So when I found that sound, I just put it in there. So this is what all the instruments sound like before any added percussion. Wanna rock your body. So after that additional synth, I kind of just wanted to work on the drums and the percussive elements. So the first thing I usually add is the 808. I kind of put it in this very specific spot in the beat, which you'll notice, but it was just 1 808 in the pattern, just cycled back every, I think it's 2 bars. With the 808 at the end, there was a different 808 pattern that I used to kind of like give it a little bit more energy. Same note though. Next, I added the hi-hats. I just left it super simple. Put a little break in the end part to give it a little bit more bounce. So the next thing I added Wanted to give it a little bit more rhythm. I didn't want to like do too much, but I knew I wanted to add like a few more perks to it. So this is the next perk I added. From there, I added the second perk. I just wanted this perk to like lift it up a little bit more. So it's kind of like I don't know how to describe it, kind of like a metallic glockenspiel type of sound. I think it sounded really cool. Both of those perks are from my boy Johnny Wood. If you know, you know. So the next sound I added was just like a basic cowbell, like not like shouts to Cardo, but not like a Cardo cowbell, like just a normal ass cowbell from like you'd hear on a country record or something. So the next thing I added after the cowbell was the clap. I feel like a lot of people avoid claps, but I personally think clap is kind of like the favorite of mine out of like snares and rim shots. I fuck with claps the most. So this is what that sounds like. I think that clap is from the Mixed Berries 2.0 Mike Hector kit. Shout out to Mike. So when you combine all the perks and the drums, this is what it sounds like. And this is what it sounds like when you put it all together. And that's how I produce Body. So I mean, I've been DJing for a long time. I started doing that before producing. So I've already had these kind of songs just in a bank of songs with all the other stuff I've been producing as well. A lot of stuff that with these samples kind of flown in the beat already. So I kind of have a folder of just songs and acapellas from way back when, and I just pull in reference from those. So to be honest, it took no more than 10 minutes. That was a quick one. And the best ones are usually, they come together like that. I think the most important thing is listening to really good music. And two, is like developing your taste. So like understanding what you like, understanding what you think is cool. Yeah, I just think like developing your taste as early as possible is kind of how you stay sharp with producing. Yo, it's Jaasu, and this is Behind the Beat with RapTV.